Hey guys, welcome back to more Yo-Kai Watch Wibble Wobble, and today we're going to be taking on some more stages here in Mount Wildwood and hopefully getting Quaken. Oh man, I really hope I get him, but yes, I gotta say before we begin though guys, thank you all so much for adding me and sending extra wisps my way. That is helping me out so much in recording these videos. As a result, now I have 6 tries at levels instead of just 5. But yeah, first level we're going into is Watchagot, who enjoys Chinese food despite kind of being Chinese food. I'm not too sure if he is or not, but you are going to notice the team I am using for this challenge has 2 healers on it. That is really just because Komasan at the moment is my lowest level. Jibanyan and Walkappa are super high level, and really, I don't know how I'm gonna make guides for this game. Really, I can only recommend Yo-Kai for you to catch in the normal stages, not the noble stages, but no, as far as team dynamics go, though, you don't want to have too squishy of a team, and what, oh, I got him, mini EXP orb, really need to use those on Shogunyan and make him ready for an episode, but really, don't have too many really strong attackers on your team. Unlike Yo-Kai Watch for 3DS, this game doesn't really matter if you have like full charming yokai or full heartful yokai. Just get a good team, and by that I mean, like, obviously this stage is super easy. It doesn't matter what I bring. I pretty much just won just because my Jibanyan is level 30 and all that stuff. But you want to have at least some healing Soultimates with at least some utility, like they may stun the opponent or, you know, aid you in getting higher combos. But really, that's great and all, but just you gotta have like diversity, and that's why I like bringing maybe 1 or 2 healers. 2 healers is a bit much for, and should I do? No, Mangy Mud's not hard to get. That's such an easy stage. I guess I really want to show Quaken off, but I feel like we need to build up to that, so let's go to Baku. But as I was saying, yeah, building teams is a little bit different in this game, which I like. It's actually a cool concept, but you don't want to have like, okay, this yokai has more attack, it's obviously better in every single scenario, which, to be fair, was true in prior games, but this game, there's a little bit more strategy involved, I like to think, in building your team composition, which is good. I like strategy, and if I'm gonna be perfectly honest, that's my kind of one gripe about Yo-Kai Watch. It's just, some of the battles are like, okay, I win, just because I'm higher level, and at the end of the day, that's not bad, because there's some like really popular RPGs out there that are just like that, and I'm not trying to like, oh, these games suck, but you know what I mean. But this game actually has a nice blend of that, because you could go for like the really big Wibwobs, like get a giant link going, always getting a fever time, if you have the right setup, and like you have yokai that like delete themselves, which is a cool one. I like that for some yokai, but I haven't been showing them on screen because they've not appeared yet in the story and all that stuff, but yeah, I don't know, I'm really digging this game. Also, I highly recommend Gemom Aura. Like, I know I said maybe in like a previous episode or so that using the Crankakai machine with actual Y money is kind of bad. But then yesterday, I got the craziest pull ever. If you follow my Twitter, you know I was freaking out because I got a yokai used a lot in the post-game of my last playthrough, which I was digging a whole lot. And yeah, that stage, not super terrible. I already have all the stars for the stage, and ooh, Betterfly can get a level increase. I'm totally gonna do that. This is like 9 times out of 10 though, outside of when I'm playing with the Crankakai, most of my Y money goes to increasing level caps because I am like piling through this game. But next up we have Scranny, who is kind of tough. Pop 80 Wibwob or less. It is tricky to keep track of how many Wibwobs you have pop, so I'm gonna play this level like I'm trying to get the 3rd star, and also make sure you get a combo over 3 or you can't get actually Quaken. It's like a hidden route that leads to that yokai, so if you don't got him and you don't have access to that stage, that is why. But my strat here is I'm not going to play like I normally do and just try and keep a combo going and get in a fever time and unleash all my Soultimates. Instead, I'm going to try and pop as few Wibwobs as I can and just build up these giant clusters, and then when I can't keep them around anymore, we're just gonna pop them. This way you do a lot of burst damage. Like, in reality, I'm probably only gonna pop like 20 or so. Well, actually, I'm planning to use Walkappa's Soultimate to finish things off, but then we're gonna get the bonus orbs, and that is going to make our bonus balls. I call everything an orb in this game because the EXP orbs, but those will help out a ton. And look at that Walkappa, dude. He's huge, oh man, it's just wobbling around, but yeah. We do a lot of bursts here. Right now, we're gonna probably lose a couple Wibwobs, but that's fine. So far, we're on track to get that star. I seriously doubt, like, this is the mentality you have to have when you're trying to get that star. And there is a really great reward for getting 500 stars, by the way, guys. So you may want to be working on that as you go. I didn't do that. Now I have to backtrack to a lot of the previous stages, and I'm regretting it. But, spoiler alert, it's Count Cavity, who is debatably one of the strongest shady yokai, so you probably want him. And yeah, Komajiro coming in. I still cannot get Komajiro, guys. It's bugging me so much. Get it, bug, because I use better flaw. Yeah, this is why I like healers in this game. It's not made it totally evident. It's just the problem is, outside of Nurse Tungus, I can't really find that great hurtful yokai. I understand there are like other yokai that do heal with their Soultimate attacks, like Golden Yan, who I'm also working on, guys. It's a little bit tough though. You have to recruit 100 yokai in total and add them into the medallion, and that is a little bit tricky given how there are only so many in this game. I mean, there's well over 120, but you're gonna get into some of the later stages and things will be a little bit more difficult, but we ended with a Soultimate attack, and I believe that is also one of the stars that you need, so let's see if we were, oh, no. I guess I was wrong. Apparently I don't know everything about this game, but I mean, I'm the last one to say that. I mean, I'm actually learning things at a pretty slow pace compared to the other games, but we could take on the boss of Mount Wildwood, or, since I do have Blazion, stage 2 of the hidden stages, and I have a lot of meat, I think it's a good idea to take him on. Now, if you cannot defeat this stage at the point you are in the game, do not worry about it. I think this guy right here is tougher than the boss, so that's kind of why I want to get him. Yeah, it says they're not added to the medallion yet, so I definitely want to try my hardest to grab this yokai, because then I'm just one step closer to getting Golden Yan, who's kind of really, really strong. But yeah, we're just gonna try and take him down. The issue is that Quaken actually has like 2k HP, and that's more than us. So this might actually be pretty close, despite two of my charming yokai being crazy high level, but I guess we'll see. At the end of the day, though, it is smart to just kind of let the game focus down whoever it wants. Like, when you load into the puzzle, just let it do whatever it wants. Unless there's, like, you obviously know, okay, this yokai has super low HP. There's no reason for me not to go for it. Really, just kind of just do your combos as you will. The only thing I can recommend as far as using your Soultimates, do not use a huge damage Soultimate like Jibanyan's Paza Fury when the Blazion, or whatever target you're attacking, has like 2 HP, unless you're in Fever Time, because that makes an AoE attack. See, you're charging this giant Spirit Bomb-esque thing, and that'll actually hit every single person, which is really cool. And I guess the Blazion got KO'd, and holy crap, he's actually doing more damage than I thought. But yes, Blazion, don't quote me on this, because I really don't know, and I'd actually appreciate it if you guys told me. I'm pretty sure he is used in part to unlock Komashura, and I really want Komashura because he's like my favorite mysterious yokai, but I don't really know. I gotta say though, hunting the legendaries in this game is kind of difficult because apparently a lot of the legendaries are obtained through Crankakaya exclusive yokai, which is a bummer, but you know, hey, eventually I'll get them once I run out of things to spend money on and that stuff, because obviously I'm not going to level up every yokai. I don't need to increase the level cap that much. Just for my main guys, it's kind of becoming an issue, because at the start of the game I was like, alright, I'm using Jibanyan until I get Shogun Yun, and then I didn't get him for a while, and I was like, crap, he's like level 37. I don't want to think, well, actually, what? I was one level off, but yeah, that's becoming an issue, but nah. At the end of the day, the game's been out for less than a month. I'm sure I'll be able to get around to it, but anywho, SV Snaggerjag. Yeah, you gotta bring Sergeant Burley here if you want the 3rd star. I recommend you do that, even if you are struggling, or you come back later, because really, this boss isn't tough. at all. His only form of disruption is he will sometimes take some of your big Wibwobs and just remove them from the map, which is not actually a huge deal. Oh, he's taking better. Well, that was very rude of you, sir. I appreciate if I had that back, but whatever, I don't give a dump. Just gonna make more. That's why I prefer, honestly, like, you guys may have seen other videos of Japanese players and they'll make these huge Wibwobs, and I'm just sitting here making little combos because I feel like that has strategic value as well. Sure, I'm not building up the fever time as quickly, but I'm still getting there and doing respectable damage, because I'll be frank, I mean, I'm okay at puzzle games. I'm okay at this game. Like, I can just see the matches if my yokai are a different color. Right now, I got a lot of blue on the screen, but for the most part, yeah, I can usually figure out what I'm supposed to do. And are we gonna defeat Snaggerjag this quickly? Holy crud. I think we just might if we get both of these ultimate attacks in fever time, because that does amplify the damage just that much more. And you know what? Wow, almost 2,000 damage. I'd like to say that's good, but at the same time, where my Shogunyan is at right now, that's kind of every time he does an attack. But I'll stop talking about yokai I technically should not have access to yet, and defeat the boss. So, SV Snaggered, yeah, he's easy. He really is. There's nothing really too tough about him. As long as you're leveled up, you should have no problem taking him out. And now that we've defeated him, we have access to the sewers. And I'm still not sure how I want to take on the sewers, guys. I do want to show off the yokai and all that stuff, but the problem is, they're actually kind of tough to get. As you can see, I have been clearing this out and got all the gold stars, but I still don't have Tunatic. Or no, that's not Tunatic. What's his name? Oh goodness, this is killing me. Which one? Okay, it's Ragion, that was it. Alright, but really, I'm not sure how I want to tackle that. If you guys like the current format, there's no reason we should change it, but anyways, let's save that for a later date. In the next episode of Yo-Kai Watch Wibble Wobble, we're going to Blossom Heights, where we're going to encounter some pretty cool new yokai. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, or found it informative. And yeah, before we go, though, one more thing I want to ask. Should I just start using my strongest yokai in these videos? Because I kind of want to show them to you, but at the same time, I feel bad if I used all S ranks, but oh well, you guys will decide. Hope you have a great day, as always, and stay tuned for the next episode. Bye.